Hey guys, I'm Gent on Occasion, and today we are playing Menace, which is from the developers of Battle Brothers. It's their next game, and I mean, we're going to jump right into a mission, but basically it's sort of modern warfare, but you're in space, and it's all moving squads about. It's very cool, really interesting tactics game, and yeah, we're going to jump right in, and then we can talk about all loadouts and junk like later on. Because I think, yeah, it's good to get some context to what this game is before we start talking about, and you can equip this guy with a grenade, who cares? Like, what's the game, you know? So, let's get to it. So, this is the game. See? It's a game. It's good stuff. So, you'll notice all the different characters we've got are actually our squad leaders. And then you have all your squaddies, which hilariously, if you look in the bottom right there, you can see down at the bottom, it has all of their names. You actually have every single squaddie in this game is named, and you can change the names of them, which will be very funny for YouTube series and things, where you guys can all just be some little unfortunate, like, spare health pool for our squad leaders, essentially. So what happens is you give all of your, well, you don't have to, but you can give your each squad a special weapon as well as their like primary loadout. So they've all just got the carbine basic weapons that I've given them, but I've also given them things like a sniper rifle, and your squad leader will carry the special weapon, and they are always the last to die in a unit. So the more these guys get shot, the more of the poor little saps are going to get murdered, and the closer it'll be to you losing that, squad leader, which is the one that levels up and stuff for your, for that unit, that squad, whatever. Also, some people can drive vehicles, and so I've got a little buggy here, which is fun. It's got a medium vehicle weapon. It's an M6 CMG, which is pretty cool. It can also have a laser gun, which I think we'll equip for the next mission, but I thought I'd keep things pretty straightforward. We also have a couple of other abilities we can use. We can drop a big missile, and we can do like a strafing run, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we're trying to establish a combat outpost, which means securing the outpost, which I don't really know what that means. 0 out of 12 something. We'll find out. So, the combat demo that we're playing today, it's basically set up like a bit of a sort of a roguelike thing, where we have sort of branching missions, and we can sort of pick between sort of a couple missions each time, and we'll do, a string of 3, and then well done, you've completed the demo. But there's, I think, 10 missions, 10 different mission types, and it's randomly generating it each time. How the actual game is going to go? Ooh, scary stuff. That's scary. Ooh. Yeah, how it'll actually go, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure what the actual flow of this game is going to be, how much it'll be like sort of Battle Brothers or something, but it seems to be fairly freeform. There's apparently a bunch of different planets you can go to and all sorts. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how this develops. But this is all about the combat. So the combat, we have AP down at the bottom. We are actually going to turn our car here. But yeah, we got AP, and all of your actions are going to use AP, and this is a good way to show it. Show everything, actually. The guy with the missile launcher, who we do really want to get missiles onto that thing, because if they start shooting missiles at us, we're going to be very unhappy. So yeah, we want to destroy that vehicle. So, as you can see, this is the deploy button, right? So think of this game, right? The flow of this game is generally role play as an army man. Alright, do all the whole just sort of like running up to cover, ducking, doing hand signals, that kind of thing. If you put yourself in that mentality, you'll probably be able to play this game quite well. That seems to be working out for me. But basically, you've got this deploy button, and some heavy weapons you can't shoot unless you can deploy. The 20 there is 20 AP. You can see the cost of all of this stuff. If you click to move, you have to click again to confirm, but you'll see flashing and sort of grayed out all the different things that will no longer be available to you if you move that far. So it does give you some sort of quick feedback. So you can see here we're only going to spend 36 to move there. It shows you how much we'll have left, and then you can know how much AP you have. So we really need to deploy that rocket launcher. We are just going to have to run like way into here as quick as we can to get behind cover and get this in view, I think, because we need to get rockets on it. But we need to be close enough that we can deploy and shoot it on the same turn, or else this thing is going to be such a problem. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm really worried about this thing. I've fought one of these before, and yeah, unless you have your people like really spread out, it's going to suppress and kill a bunch, which is pretty scary. So suppression is quite a cool thing in this game. As you do shoot at enemies with, you know, like some guns are going to be better than others. Like machine guns are very good at suppressing because they're machine guns. But even your small arms fire, if you just have all of your squads just shooting at sort of the same unit over and over, then you're likely to suppress them. And once they're suppressed, then, okay, they are going to have to actually move closer to us to shoot, and they might need to be stationary to shoot that rocket volley. They might not have the AP to shoot and move. I don't know how much AP their actions cost, which is a little scary. Anyway, but yeah, you can sort of suppress enemies. So that generally is how you do things. I think, generally, that's how I've figured out, you know, what is quite comfortable. Is if you're in range of something, even if you're quite far away from it, shooting at it is likely to suppress it, not very likely to kill anything. But by suppressing an enemy, you sort of force them to start crawling around, and it's much easier to get on top of them with other units, or like throw a grenade on top of them or something. So it's just much easier to get closer and sort of do the killing blow. Or pick them off with snipers. The sniper is really good in this. It basically hits every time and will kill a guy every time. So you can whittle through an enemy unit fairly quickly. You know, two people at a time. Really good for finishing off a unit too. Because just like us, our enemies are going to be sort of like losing all of their grunts, and then it'll be their team leader / special weapon guy who will die last. So you really, it's really nice to be able to finish off a unit. Enemy heavies, huh? Pirate boarding commandos. Oh, so the pirates are bad, by the way. So I find most like modern warfare sort of style games to be really, frankly, icky. I just think they're a bit too close to home, really, aren't they? I don't like it. You know, there are wars going on right now that are much in the same vein. So this, although we are playing a fairly, you know, fairly modern warfare sort of tactical, you know, definitely real world equivalents here. You're fighting just like pirates and junk. They're all just a bit like, just really evil, frankly. There's missions we have to save civilians, and when the pirates shoot at the civilians, they literally just start bursting out laughing, just going ha ha ha, or like gunning people down. So you don't have to feel bad, alright? They're just, you know, they're basically orcs, right? You don't have to worry about it. So I like that. I like that. I find a lot of war games are too close to home, you know? They're a bit like, ugh. So this doesn't feel right. So we can shoot a salvo over here. Hell of a range on this gun. I didn't realize the range on this thing. In fact, I could start shooting at that. So you will see on the right, you will see the accuracy and armor penetration and suppression. So this won't suppress anything, but it can chop through armor. And these enemies, you can see down the bottom, it shows how much armor they have. And these guys are fairly heavily armored. So I do wonder, do I want to try? I mean, anything I'm shooting here would be great. But what do they have? What do they have, weapon-wise? Because they seem to just have like. Are those like laser guns? They look like laser guns or something. They got like weird fronts to them. Don't know. I don't entirely know what those are. But yeah, maybe that's what we want to hit. So we only need to move one closer to shoot at it, and you know, if I move there, no, we can still only shoot that once. But yeah, we're going to try and stop this. Oh, excellent. Okay, that's excellent. That was really, really good. That was really, really good. I'm not sure this cover is really going to help us much. And then you can turn. There we go. So yeah, the more you turn, the more expensive it is. It says 0 cost down the bottom, but that's sort of misleading. And we can reach it from here. Excellent. Okay, we are shooting at rocket. Perfect. Oh boy, that's really cool. Oh, I didn't know it did that. So its rocket started blasting off everywhere, I think, when we blew it up. So I'm pretty sure that will hit enemies. This game is very, like... They're very heavy on the simulation, I feel like, with this game. But, like, it's intuitive, which is really good. A lot of games that sort of go for, like, simulation in a big way have a lot of, you know... Doing one thing will cause another thing, have these sort of unintended, you know, knock-on effects of stuff. They tend to just get so deep in the weeds that they're almost unplayable, you know? Like, you have to control each foot of each of your squads. You know, you have to choose left foot, then right foot, or they'll fall over. You know. I know I'm exaggerating, obviously, but this game manages to do simulation in a way that feels very accessible, which I adore. I mean, it's similar with Battle Brothers, to be honest. Battle Brothers was very big on simulation, even with the sort of the very like, I don't know, like naive presentation, I guess is the way to say it. Oh, by the way, you can cover. You can see there is a cover system, right? There's different amounts of cover from different sides, but amazingly, you do get cover from your vehicles too. So you can sort of, you know, do that sort of mobile infantry style, you know. Okay, so this is what we need to capture. It's just this bit, though. This bit of the building doesn't seem to be in the objective. So I think I'm going to bust in here. I don't know if you can get into this building, but I feel like it would be very cool if you could. They might do that. Can be entered by infantry. Okay, that's awesome. You can actually enter that. Like, up until now, I've played probably 6 missions, and I've never seen a building you can enter, and I was thinking that maybe there wouldn't be any. I wasn't sure if there would be any enterable buildings. But the fact there is the odd watchtower, you know, presumably it gives you additional, you know, range. Oh, it actually says, offers units +3 view range and +2 detection. Okay, so it's good for spotting things, but it doesn't seem to put up the range of your weapons. But that's fine. You know, that's whatever. Alright, we're not going to be able to shoot anything with the AP we have left, so we are going to continue. We're going to hide behind these rocks rather than the vehicle. So the rockets don't shoot immediately, but you see how it just, like, coloured in slightly? That's going to happen every turn. That's going to happen every turn. So the enemies might get a turn and be able to move out. It is I go, you go. So we move one of our units, they move one of their units, we move one of ours, they move one of theirs. You don't get to choose who you're moving either. You know, they go in order. And yeah, you keep... Actually, do they go in order? I'm not sure this even is tracking the order, actually. But anyway, it goes, you know, from you to them. But if there are more enemy units, which there are, you can actually see up here, it tracks your turn. How much of your turn you have done, right? So you lose more colour on your banner as more of your guys have moved. So once we run out of guys, they're just going to get a bunch of turns in a row. So you've got to watch out for that. Generally, they're a lot less cohesive, and you're largely not fighting all of them at once. But they are usually fighting all of you at once, so, you know, it's fine. I'm going to move up a bit, and I'm actually going to deploy. So if anything does show up here, we have our machine gun deployed. It will mean slower progress as we move forward. But honestly, I'm fine with that. I don't know why the movement glyph has disappeared. Okay, there we go, it's back. I pressed tab and it centered again. But I think I might have pressed something. And you can see that's still filling up. And, okay, bunch of infantry over here. I'm glad we set up machine guns over here. I'm not sure we'll quite be able to reach them, but, you know, soon. Soon, perhaps. Alright, you can look at the range here. You can see we can reach over to here. But you need to deploy to use the sniper rifles. We're really far from the enemy, so I'm pretty happy with this. We also do have these drones, which I haven't deployed, which I probably should. But I want to see if we can't suppress these guys a bit. Stop them from running away, because that rocket is going to be landing very shortly.
Sights are sharp.
Oh, that was a specialist that got taken down. Or are they all specialists? Now they're wavering. They're suppressed. Ooh, okay, they killed a squaddy. We lost Pi. Pi is down. Pi down. I'm sorry, really into it. Right, I might try and suppress them a bit. Perhaps. And hopefully that rocket will take the building down. Okay, they're suppressed. We actually shot a couple of them off the top. Brutal. Brutal. I really love the sort of the feedback you get from combat, you know? It's really wild. Like the craters and stuff, like he's actually sunken into the ground from that explosion. Like, just there's a lot of really nice details. They've done such a good job with, like, a bunch of the stuff in this. They've made a very good tactics game here. They really have. Now, I do want to shoot at them too, ideally. But I think maybe we just move up a little closer. so I can get better shots at anything coming through these alleys. Because this should clear the way. Oh, good. They are inching forwards. I don't think... Ooh, they can reach us. They can reach us. But we're very far away, and we are deployed. So we should be safer there. We also have this strafing run. So you get these once per mission, I believe. We can't reach from there, so we're going to have to get up and move. Or we could have stayed down and we could have shot a rocket at that watchtower. That probably would have been pretty wild, but I think this landing is probably going to do it, and that should land once we end this turn. Oh, trying to suppress us. But yeah, hopefully our machine gunner can reach these guys, and then we can approach with everyone else really happily. Like, we've got a grenade launcher nearby. Here comes the rocket. And there goes the building. They're fleeing. They actually survived. I'm amazed they survived. And yeah, then just look at this. So that's where it landed. But yeah, how cool is that? So where it lands, by the way, I don't think it's necessarily, I don't think it's like an accuracy offset. I think it still does damage to everything in that area, I think. I don't think it damages stuff outside of that area. But I'm not entirely sure. It might be able to go like way off and hit nearby guys, but hopefully not. Space cactus. Love a space cactus. Who doesn't love a space cactus? Now let's... Oh, now that's tough. That's tough, because we can't move up and deploy. So we're just going to move up.
Let's see what you got.
Oh god, there's even more coming in here. More pirate scavengers. I really wish we had our sniper over here too. But then actually our sniper should be able to pick these guys off quite easily. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, you stopped because you saw someone. I mean, that's kind of nice that it does that, isn't it? We can shoot a grenade over here, but I don't really want to be caught out in the open like this, so we are going to have to go into cover. It might waste some of these guys' shots. Also, I think we did give them some decent armor. I know her portrait isn't very armored, but you can see our armor's quite good. You can see it on the right if we hover over our guys here. Much less, you see. Now, yep, we're in range. Let's start using our machine guns. Nice.
Fuck them up.
Language. That's right, I am Captain America. I'm Captain America in this. In this one. Oh, this machine gun doesn't have very good range. In fact, our carbines have better range. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I can move forward one and then redeploy, which I might have to. I might have to do that. Ugh. Or I could just shoot this. No, I can't even shoot this twice. I do need to move forward to shoot at all. So let's do that, and then we can duck again. I know we won't be in machine gun range at any point, but... Oh, I was just hoping to suppress them, really. Hopefully these guys can get some shots in next turn. Or them. You know, if they shoot a grenade in there, hopefully that'll keep them down. So we can do one thing as well, by the way. Actually, we might not be able to because we can't go through that, but... Oh, wow, and that actually makes cover now. That's very funny. Oh! Oh, damn, okay. Interesting. We've got to shoot once from there. Alright, let's move up into that crater. So cool to get dynamic terrain like that. So I don't know if we need to be a little closer or it's just because there's something behind them. That tank chassis behind them. But you can actually run over enemies with your vehicles. Which is, I know, mean. Very mean. Wow. Okay, that's more than suppressed. Good job, buddy. Good job. I mean, that is only a little buggy, so it might be in a bit of trouble. They're okay for now. Oh god, they're shooting again. Really felt like they got two goes together there. Oh, and you're too far away as well, and you need to get up. Ah, I hate it. So yeah, we need to get closer. We just don't have the range here, and there's not really any cover over here either. So let's move here, and then we have to duck. And we can reach them with either of our weapons here. I think the rocket launcher might be a good shout, because I reckon I reckon it'll upset them. 50 suppression compared to 2 suppression. Though I think that is 2 suppression per each shot. So I think that's 2 times 5. Well, 2 times 4, I guess. Unless your specialist shoots their primary as well. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the rocket launcher should suppress them rather nicely. And if this building comes down, it might upset everybody. We'll see. And I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure we don't need that as part of our outpost. But yeah, I'm really liking this game so far. When I first started playing the demo, I was not sure about it at all. Because I wasn't really sure what the hell the game was yet. And that's the issue. I really like context for this stuff. And they didn't really provide any as part of the demo. So it was a bit, iffy. Great, they're pinned. We won't be able to do much damage to them while they're pinned, like with our other units, but we should be able to approach them, you know, a lot more easily. Oh, and you need to deploy. So yeah, not every, like, secondary weapon you need to deploy in order to use. Nice. Let's just shoot him again. Oh, and also we only have 3 more shots with this. And we have 16 with the carbine, so let's use the carbine. Yeah, that's fine. It's not as good, but, you know, they're pinned down. We should be able to run them over, or honestly, just blast them from short range with that weapon, because that weapon's crazy. Vehicles are scary in this game. However, because of how armor penetration and things work, if you shoot a vehicle with an RPG, you basically blow up that vehicle. So, you know, they're very powerful, but if the enemy has the correct tools for them, they're screwed. There's also a lot of pirates. Let's see, they're all scavengers. We haven't seen any of the... So there's EMP teams that they have as well. They can disable your vehicles. I think only momentarily. But, like, that's enough to be a problem. It's enough to be a problem. And, yeah, more scavengers. I mean, I could just finish them off. How many are there, even? I think just one guy.
Nice work.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep, that was it. Alright, let's stand you up and start moving you over. That was a jump jet.
What?
They have jump jet troopers as well. So, you know, very modern warfare style tactics, but also there is some pretty obvious, like, sci-fi stuff. Which, you know, fine by me. Do we swing you over here so you can help with this stuff? We can only shoot this thing 5 more times. It still says 0 out of 12. I really don't know what that 12 means. We found him. Oh, we found something. Boarding commandos again. Excellent. Alright, that's fine. You stay where you are. We have to move more people up there, though. I really like the architecture and everything as well. You know, it kind of reminds me of Starfield. Actually, they've gone for a similar aesthetic with the sort of, like, I don't know, like very human. It almost feels like today's technology. You know, it's all just sort of concrete and stuff. It doesn't feel like sci-fi. You know, they didn't weave it out of, like, you know, like, I don't know, magic crystals or something. Like, it's just, yeah, it's just sort of brutalist design. It's big practical structures, you know. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Alright, I pinned them down. And I was hoping we could maybe hit them too. Do we want to shoot them with the rocket? I want to use the rocket, but they might have another vehicle out here somewhere. But screw it. Yeah, not the most accurate against just random troops. Ooh. Ooh, we lost walkout. I thought when it said walkout there, I thought that was a status effect. Alright, that upset him. You know what? Screw it. Let's do that again. Alright, that missed. It's fine. It's fine. Not a problem. I think maybe I should have taken the chance to move up. You know, behind that burning wreckage. Now, you guys are in a bit of a bind. I can't reach you with my grenades. That's an interesting little area to sit in. I kind of like that. That feels very safe. But that will use all of our movement. Let's just suppress the absolute snot out of them. So this light machine gun, you don't seem to need to be deployed to shoot it. Which is nice. Just keep suppressing them. Okay, these guys are both pinned down, so I need to... Yeah, I need to take advantage of that. Alright, we are just darting forwards with everything. And we are running out of ammo. We are running out of ammo.
Impressive shooting, Marine.
Okay, perfect. Just take the compliment, okay? Take the W, as they say. You know, while you're vehicle maxing. Screw it. Let's just keep blasting away with the carbines. Let's just keep them down.
Good dog, where did you learn to shoot?
Yeah.
Guy's name is Grieffinger. Fun. Oh, more are coming. More scavengers. They have an RPG. They have an RPG, so we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful.
Grenade!
And we are running out of grenades too. Good.
Grenade!
Nice. Okay. And also, they will just keep shooting at each other from time to time, which I kind of like. I think it's quite cute. It's good, isn't it? It just gives you some idea that the battlefield is alive, even if you're not currently in the middle of a turn. Ooh, hello. Chain gun teams. High volume of suppressive fire. Well. Oh, well. Laddie. Two can play this game. But not for very... Never mind. I was going to say, not for very long, because I don't have that many shots, but we just slaughtered them. That was brutal. Alright, you stay down. We still haven't secured the outpost. We are nowhere near the outpost. Oh, we need to get back up if I want to throw a grenade. I want to throw a grenade at these guys. But grenades have terrible range. Alright, I might just need to shoot with the light machine gun. Yeah, because we can only move to there. Christ. Tell you what. Let's use this other thing.
Fire mission underway.
Alright, we're doing that. Force him to move. No, I won't force him to move. I'm going to pin him down. So I'll force him to sit there. And I know we wasted some of our sort of defense potential. That's a phrase, sure, why not? We stood up. We stood up before we did that. So, you know, that's a bit annoying. And, oh, hang on. The range on that is like up to here, which is pretty great. Could we shoot them? No, it's going just around them. Okay. If we move there, though, we could. I think maybe we move to here. And then we can start picking people off afterwards. Sadly, we don't have the AP to duck. But luckily, these guys all seem a little busy. So it says capture. Is it you get 1 point per... Alright, this is like standard, like pretty standard, you know, rules, like intuitive rules for capturing stuff generally, if it's getting to a certain amount of points. I'm assuming, and I might be totally wrong, but let's use this to like compare to, right? We'll go with a theory and then we'll test that theory. 0 out of 12, that'll be every guy you have in here, you'll get 1 point per turn, and the enemy will too. So if you both have one, you know, squad in here, if the enemy has one and you have one, this won't move. If they have a couple, it'll go down. If you have a couple and they have one, it'll go up by 1 each turn, right? If you have 5 people in here, it'll go up 5 per turn. If they have none. You know, it'll be the difference between you and them. Okay.
Scattering.
They're lucky they're in cover, but they are running. And I can shoot again, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to. And again, probably can't shoot at them. So you're on 0%.
Yeah.
So I'll have to keep an eye on this going up. Right. Do we want to... I think we just need to stop them from moving now, don't we? Oh, these guys got pinned down just because of... We missed the squelching when we're hitting them there. Okay, they are suppressed and they're pinned down. And they're suppressed. So hopefully they'll all end up getting killed by the strafing run, but we'll see. Alright, they're going to move, are they? Yeah, they're running for it. Only one guy survives. Oh, this still hasn't shot. Well, I guess it only fills up on our turn, doesn't it? Alright, then we'll start shooting at these guys. We have 4 grenades left.
I'll take the shot if you can. Whatever. Grenade! Target.
Okay. Cool, they're pinned down. Oh yeah, so also, when you're looking at them, you can see on the right hand side, it has like a breakdown of what the things are, but all of those bars are on the top of every character. So the yellow bar, the higher the yellow bar is, the more suppressed they are. And yeah, the grey bar is how much armor they have, but that's how much of their total armor, right? So it always starts full, and as you shoot them, that armor will go down as you start destroying their armor. More weapons that penetrate armor will just start damaging their health instead of their armor in that classic sort of Battle Brothers way. So you can either shoot the snot out of something a heck of a lot, in which case their armor will start getting shredded and you can start doing damage, or you just shoot through the armor with, you know, like our sniper can shoot straight through their armor, for instance. So, you know, same with like rockets against vehicles. Just ignores the armor and goes straight for the hit points.
Sir.
Cool. So, yeah, let's stand you up, and we're going to just run you forwards. I need to get you into the objective, and here we go. Strafing run finished them off, and these guys seem to have a pretty bad time. I think there might only be one left there, huh? Nope, two. You can see the health bar is the segments are different troops, which is kind of nice. I do find this is a little hard to see though. Like, I just don't think it's the easiest thing to see. Like, I zoom in, it doesn't actually make it any bigger. You know. You do what you can. No, we can only move to here. But... oh, we still can't quite reach. You swines. We'll leave them to these two. And you need to keep these suppressed, I think. I reckon. I mean, they are still pinned down, so actually they can only really move. And they're pinned down too. So when you pin down for the next turn of yours, you can only crawl, I'm pretty sure. Also, I think we've almost killed everything. I think we have almost wiped them out doing this, which is good. Not for them, obviously. We need to deploy to shoot. Oh, hang on. Wait, from where I'm stood, I can shoot them. So I will. Nice. We got rid of the specialist. Okay, so this... hello? It says specialist down, but I'm still seeing a rocket guy. So the specialist, I assumed, is always the person holding the special weapon. But apparently not.
Contact.
There's one guy left there, I think. Oh, who are you? Flamethrower teams. Ooh, that's terrifying. I'm always terrified of flamethrowers in video games. Okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be jerks. No! Plow through costs 45. We can't quite afford it. Well, this feels wasteful. But we got him. I was really hoping just to run him over and save ourselves the ammunition. So I should have moved closer. I should have moved, further away from him. Closer to where I started. Because I'm pretty sure plow through, you can do it from a few tiles away. So my mistake there. My mistake. And yeah, I can't reach them, so we can get up and start moving. Let's do that. Keep them pinned. I think we might have killed one too. Stand you up. And again, just plink away at them with small arms. We got enough weight of fire that I think we can keep them suppressed, so hopefully they won't ever become a threat. We're still on 0 of 12. Could be the vehicles don't apply? I don't know. We could throw a grenade right next to us. Is that safe? Doesn't sound safe. It was less safe for them, though. So, that's fine. That was real brutal. Alright, let's just get down and we can start suppressing them later. But we finally dealt with those chumps. Oh, dude, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I actually don't. I actually love doing cardio. This year I started using just a walking pad. We don't have a full treadmill, so not really great for like running. You can do a light jog, but you know it's a bit smaller than a full-size treadmill. But yeah, I do about. All right, sod all at the moment. I actually sort of lost my spree, but I was averaging 7,000 steps a day on it, which I was quite happy with. So I'm on it for about an hour a day. Kept that going for a good, I don't know, 3 months, which I was pretty happy with. And then this month I've just been a bit rubbish at it. Been busy. I want to shoot at them with this guy, but now I'm thinking, oh yeah, it went up by 1. I think it went up by 1 because there's no enemies left, and we have had a turn. I think it might be on turn start, or it could be that it's a new round and we have 1 infantry in it. Vehicles maybe can't capture? Maybe? Because that is often the case that vehicles can't in games like this. Alright, we're going to move here, and even though I don't think this will hit anything... Oh, we wiped them out. Yeah, seriously. We're out of ammo, though. We're out of ammo. So it's just them left, I think. I think literally that's it. I think he's the guy.
Yeah. Get there yesterday.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Alright, it's still on 1, so I think it's on round start. I'm amazed how little we've captured this. I mean, we could have had all of our guys run into here, and I think we had a lot more cover to get closer to all of those enemies. Skirting on this way, like, I don't know how useful that was. Though, if there was all of these enemies over here, they might have been able to gang up on the vehicle. I really don't know. I'm not sure if that was for the best or not. So we are deployed here, amazingly. Yeah, there we go. Have we killed everything? Okay, I guess we still have to take the area, but I think we might have defeated everything. Because, like, you can see if they have turns left by how grey their logo is. And, alright, that's 2, because we have just, yeah, 1 guy in there, sure. Alright, this will fill up really quickly. And we literally have nothing else to do. I feel like it should just give us the win at this point, you know? Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, it's going to go up a lot quicker very soon. Oh! You can't go through that fence. Fair enough. Silly me. And yeah, it's just gone up to 7. I'll just press F a bunch. There you go. Done.
Let's do this.
Good. Mission accomplished. We got large trinkets. These have a trade value of 20. There's no trading in this demo. But just an example of, guess what? You get loot. We also got a tripod. MK20A3, which actually has very good armor penetration. A controlled salvo with large caliber high explosive rounds, very effective against clustered infantry or light structures. Okay, this I think we do want to equip. I think we want to equip this. That sounds really good. Also, you can see the there's like graphs down the bottom for like accuracy at different ranges. You can tell at 5 range that is most accurate, but it also shows damage. So is that 5 range or is that damage? 5 damage at whatever the middle accuracy is. I don't know. Maybe did it do more damage? I have no idea. Oh no, red is damage, green is accuracy. I was just reading it wrong. I thought when it said hit point damage on the bottom was, I thought that was the axis, the label for the axis, not a key for the. Anyway, fine. So yeah, pretty cool. So you do more damage, closer range, but you're less accurate. So like in the middle is where you get sort of the best results by the looks of it. So really cool that every weapon has a sort of chart like that as well as all those stats. So really big on the simulation of it all, but it's all pretty intuitive, you know? It's really well presented. so you can just kind of play it, you know? So, yeah, I really appreciate how this game does things. And we have to choose a reward. We can go with a Swarm Airburst Launcher, which I assume a spread of small caliber fragmentation rockets that explode in the air above a target, low accuracy, can scatter, but devastating against soft targets, I figured. Or a thermite grenade. I mean, I want an anti-vehicle grenade, that sounds really useful. Because that way we can have one person with a rocket launcher, we can have another squad with a grenade, so we got our bases covered. Logistics was terrible, I think. So I think this is the closer you are to your maximum amount of logistics, the worse points you get. So if you want higher score, you use fewer resources, which I think is kind of cool. I think that's interesting. I don't know if this will actually spend resources in the main game. I don't quite know how that'll work, but it's interesting that your sort of points, you know, your rating will depend on how cheaply you can do, you know, the mission, which feels very that sort of dystopian corpo paramilitary luck. You know, it's all pretty, yeah, sort of how we imagine our horrible future to be, you know? So like most conventional fighting forces, the Rogue Army stores most of its munitions and armaments inside depots. Capturing one of these could provide us with useful equipment, which is obviously the objective we just did. Upon completion, gain a Rogue Army item or vehicle, which I think we did. I think that's what that, you know, that explosive machine gun was, I think. So, cool. And then it gives you a breakdown of how everyone did. Shows you how many guys are left in your squad. So we did lose a couple. He lost one of his squaddies and he lost one of his squaddies. We will need to top those up. Squaddies are actually a resource in this game as well, which I find kind of interesting. You have like a number of squaddies available to you to allocate on missions. I kept some in reserve, you know, so we could fill them up. Yeah, a couple kills from you. Yep, the vehicle, 4 kills. So kill count, that's basically like the last hit on a unit. So, you know, you can kill steel quite easily. But yeah, everyone got some kills here. That was a pretty deadly mission. And so now you can see this is the sort of roguelike thing. We also got some promotion points, 14 promotion points. So promotion points are interesting in that it's experience, but you can apply them to anybody. So if we go to squads, you can actually see down here you can level up. And it's a very Battle Brothers style leveling up system where you're just sort of, I think these are random. I think each person gets a random set, but I think possibly, I mean, there's no recruiting. There's no recruitment system here where I can recruit like new team leaders or anything, new squad leaders. I don't know if it's that each one is a different type, because like here, like this is a recon one potentially. You know, that's an assault. This is a spaceborne regiment. Like I don't know if that is something that, and like that's the Forgiven. Like what the hell does that mean? I don't know. So I don't know how much these are relevant to what skills you have. It like if there are classes, I don't feel like it really, you know, presents it as such, like in the same way. So I think it might be a bit loosey-goosey, like Battle Brothers was as well. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, you can get different skills through promotion, and so you have a certain amount of promotion points, and you can just spend them on anyone because you know you promote who you want. But as you do, they improve. So I've already done a couple of promotions on people. So like the vehicle, I made sure they had extra armor penetration against other vehicles, which is really useful. So rather nice. And they started with extra accuracy and disc, whatever that is, for each enemy unit destroyed. So that's fun. Now, let's give them a laser. Perfect. And yeah, let's put you back up to 4 squaddies, and you can go up to 4. So we have 30. You see, what I find annoying though is as you allocate them, it doesn't lower the number, so you can't really see how many you have left to allocate, which I think is a bit frustrating. I'd quite like to know, even if it just had 30 squaddies, then in brackets the amount available, or you know the amount of been allocated or something, just something in brackets to say, you know, what out of 30 you have applied to somewhere. But anyway, so that's yeah, this is where you equip stuff. So we do have a bunch of other primary weapons we can equip as well. I've just been going with the basic ones on everybody because that way you have more, you know, more of your logistics, because you can see how much it costs down here. It'll be extra for all of these. You can see how much you have, but you know these are all different. They all have different stat lines. It's sort of thing that I think with a fresh game, you know, if like you started from I don't know if it's turn 1 or what, I have no idea. But a fresh game of this game on launch, I doubt you will have access to all of this equipment. So I'm sure as you unlock stuff, you can really see the difference. You can get a gauge of like what you're fighting, go, oh, okay, well this is better at this thing, and that's a thing I need. And you can then, you know, you can adjust. Like I said, the demo didn't really provide a lot of context to what the hell was going on. So, you know, oh, we can also equip smoke launchers for vehicles as well, which I enjoy. And we do also have a bigger vehicle as well. We have a troop carrier here as well, which again would cost an extra 60. I like that it always tells you the comparative point cost of stuff. It doesn't tell you how much it costs, it tells you how much it costs more than the thing you already have equipped, which I think is really nice. It makes things a lot quicker. And you might be like, well, what's the point cost matter? Well, if you go to select mission, you can actually see up here, 817 is our max points, and that's what we're trying to meet. So do you want to clear IEDs or take out a bomb maker? I think take out a bomb maker. I think this is what we'll do next. So we'll just be a bit aggressive. I think that'll be fun. And we need to get to an evac zone as well, so we're going to need to move forward at a decent pace. Looks like a lot of enemies too. It's like a lot of enemies. Yeah, this laser gun is amazing, by the way. I just adore it. It's really cool, but it does overheat. It does overheat. Now let's see. Yeah, down here, you can see we're on 803 out of 817. So, so can we afford that? We can. We can afford the smoke launcher. And I think everyone's equipped just fine. We don't have a lot of armor, but I have got everyone armored up as much as I can. The lightest armor on the longest range person. But one thing I do want to check. So that's the medium MG. This is the light machine gun. I think we'll change the medium one out. I don't want to have even more people deploy. Okay, so that's going to cost us 15. But I do want to have this autocannon. So we are going to need to save some cost there. And you know what? I think I'm going to save the cost there. And God, we need one less. And we can't get any cheaper primary weapons. You know what? I'll get rid of this ammo bag. We didn't make use of it last time. I was thinking that way I could replenish our grenade launcher ammo, but I think we're fine. I think that'll do just fine. But I definitely want to see this, because I've never seen this. Because you don't start the demo with it, and you might not always get the same loot. So there is some variety, just even in this demo. You guys should have access to this demo one day. I'm not sure when, but apparently this is coming out to the public. But this is just for press at the moment. You know, press and influencers, like whatever you want to call us jerks, you know. But yeah, I'm glad I'm able to show it off to you guys. But yeah, we're going to do this mission. We're going to do it in the next episode, though. I'm really enjoying this. I really like this game. I can't wait to see the full launch. So I will be covering this. Well, I will likely be covering. For all I know, you guys will just hate watching this. And you won't want anything to do with it. And I'll just be playing it in my spare time like mad, because I really like Battle Brothers. I've been thinking I might play that on the channel at some point too. Let me know if you want to see some Battle Brothers. I'm terrible at it. I can't deal with all the, I can't deal with the deaths. As soon as someone dies, I load a save. I'm just like that. I don't want to actually lose anyone in Battle Brothers. So I'm not great at it. I don't know how good a series will be. But you know, I'll just treat it like Mordheim and it'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, I'll be playing this, you know, as they do more demos and things for it, because this is a game I'm very interested in. I think it's really cool. There's sort of like, I don't know, squad-based, well, not even squad, but like regiment-based? I don't even know what to call it, but this sort of like squad tactics thing I think is really cool. And I love all these random elements. I love the weird like roguelike stuff, and it really depends on what the overarching thing is going to be, you know, what that's going to look like. The sort of, you know, taking on contracts to go to different planets. There are different factions that you'll have different relationships with. And yeah, I don't know if there's going to be an overarching story, or it'll be like random endgame events like it was in Battle Brothers. I can't wait to find all this stuff out, though. I think it'd be really exciting. Because the combat, the tactical combat, is really good. It is really good. It's basically what I would like a game like Battle Sector to be like. This, I think, just does an amazing job of it. So anyway, guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next mission. Take out Bomb Maker. Which, you know, I prefer it's called, like, Operation Bubble Blast or something. Just, like, something interesting. You know, like a fun code name. I think that would be nice if they could do that. Just, you know, if the devs are watching. Fun mission names. That was a big deal in XCOM. And I think it'd make it feel a bit more like a bunch of people role-playing as a military, and I kind of like that. So, you know, that please. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.